In the search for Atlantis, all the essential details of Plato's story lead here to Thera in the Aegean Sea. One town is already being excavated. Another, grander treasure trove of Atlantis may lie just offshore.
I think there are a lot of other sites that are extremely promising from an archaeological point of view. We have some evidence that indeed there are some underwater ruins of Akrotiri. So one has to start looking at those areas for possible finds.
There have been dives in the area, but there have been no pictures. Until now. The waters off the coast of Thera are off limits to cameras. This part of the world is littered with priceless debris from centuries of shipwrecks. But we're not here to strip precious artifacts from the bottom of the Aegean, but to search for clues to Atlantis. First, we found these enormous jars. Tantalizing, beautiful, priceless, although probably not of the period of Atlantis. They are more than likely the remnants of ancient decayed shipwrecks, stacked one on top of another in what was once a harbor. The search continued, and suddenly something caught our eye. The first concrete evidence that a large city could be buried here. These stone blocks are the very tops of ancient stone walls that were buried in the same disaster that buried Akrotiri. 3,500 years of saltwater currents have eroded the stones and the joints between them. But the perfect triangle on this edifice indicates a human hand was at work here. This stone reveals a carved symbol, possibly part of a temple inscription. Ceramic pieces are strewn along the ocean floor. This shard is intriguing because one side is pale, while the other side is dark. The discoloration could have been caused by the intense heat of a volcanic eruption. Is this the top of a temple, or a palace, or a library? Is this Atlantis? Our journey has filled in many pieces of the Atlantean puzzle. From old maps of Antarctica to the mysteries of the Azores. From the intriguing Bimini Road in the west to a mysterious tribe in the east. From the oldest known temples in Malta to the ancient Akrotiri. But it is here, buried in an ash and pumice tomb, that the final pieces of the Atlantis mystery all fall into place. Embedded under the Aegean Sea is the place that Plato referenced, Atlantis. But the splendors buried here will not be available for us to see soon, until the Greek government allows archaeology into these waters, and they can use technology necessary to break through these hardened layers of time. Plato's Atlantis remains buried just as it has for centuries.